Hello, everyone. I'm thrilled to welcome you back for another quick serving of ETHR World L&D Superfood. In today's ever-changing world, learning and development are evolving at a lightning speed. So we are here to dish out some of the fresh trends, innovative strategies, and engaging discussions to keep your L&D game strong. We have some incredible insights waiting for you. So let's not wait any longer and welcome our L&D expert for today's episode. He's Rohit Shenoy, Global Head of Learning and Leadership Development at DXC Technology. Welcome, Rohit.
Thanks, Apeksha. Thank you for having me for the Superfood episode.
Thank you, Rohit. So, because we have to, look at the 10-minute timeline, let me quickly start off this conversation and ask you my first question, which is if you can, throw some light on the insights on the latest trends that are shaping the L&D landscape today.
Great. So the latest trends in L&D are in two ends of the spectrum. There's a high-tech one, and then there's a high-touch one, which is the back to basics, back to human approach. The high-tech one, as we all know, is generative AI and machine learning. The uses that I would talk about is on assessments and personalized learning. I've recently seen automated assessments used not just for cognitive skills, but also human skills like empathy and execution skills. I call this the head, the heart, and the hand assessments. AI avatars can also be used to create safe spaces for practicing skills. That's the first one. Second one is virtual reality and augmented reality. These are not caught up as much as they should. Being used for immersive learning training experiences, especially in hazardous situations, in highly technical fields, in flight simulations. This can also be used to enhance hands-on learning by simulating real-world scenarios. And the third trend, this is the back to basics trend that I was talking about. This is what makes us uniquely human, using brain science-based learning design. How can we learn individually and in groups? How can we do that better? Instead of training where one person speaks and everyone else listens, how can we unlock the group wisdom through content neutral facilitation? I call this not being the sage on the stage, but guide on the side. So that's my three trends for you.
Wow, fascinating insights, Rohit. So let's move on to the challenges that L&D professionals are often, grappling with, and how can organizations overcome them?
That's an easy one, Apeksha. Unclear need, no money, no time. And let me elaborate that through examples. So the challenge one, I call it the budget versus wish list. L&D folks often have very grand ideas, but unfortunately we have shoestring budgets. So it's like buying a Ferrari with some pocket change. My solution to that is to get creative. There are cost-effective options for everything that you can think of in L&D. Use existing technology to create courses. Create, don't create. Curate, don't create. Find the magic blend and add in a thoughtful practice. Just because it's not a Ferrari doesn't mean it can't get you where you have to. So that's the first challenge. The second challenge, the training solves everything syndrome. Business thinks sometimes that training can solve everything. It's like a magic wand that can solve everything. Got a drop in sales, training. IT system crashes, training. It's as if training can solve even a common core. What we need to do as L&D professionals is educate organizations on the limit of training. There's something called the behavioral engineering model that shows this very well. Lots of issues are not training issues. While training is a powerful tool, it can't fix systemic issues like poor management, lack of processes, and so on. Sometimes you need a plumber and not to fix things and not how to fix the sink training. It's about setting realistic expectations. The third one is a one-size-fits-all conundrum. L&D professionals often find themselves designing courses that are fit for everyone, from the tech-savvy wizard to the cut, copy, paste enthusiast. So it's time to embrace personalization, make learning pathways as unique as a snowflake, tailor content on user preferences, and one size fits none. That way, everyone gets their perfect size.
Excellent suggestions and advices, Rohit. So innovation is kind of key in L&D. Can you share some innovative ideas and best practices that organizations should consider?
Yeah, this is something that is very close to my heart. We've done a lot of innovation, a lot of frugal innovation as well. And I'll give you a few examples. There are a lot of internal resources that organizations already create for various purposes. I would say reuse those resources. I use the catchy phrase, steal with pride. Create and nurture community of curators, community of facilitators and creators. Create learner communities that solve each other's problems and create impactful learning experiences. We've done that very successfully. Another thing is empower internal SMEs, subject matter experts, to create user generated content. This is like a sort of YouTube of internal creators. The third one is have learning influencers within your organization. Have an influencer campaign. This is like an Instagram influencer marketing campaign, especially have senior leaders in this. The next one is have supporting technology that helps in silent operations. There's a technology term that we use, silent operations. Technology doesn't create any problems. So we've tried all of this and it's reaping us rich results.
Wonderful, Rohit. So let's move on to more quicker segment. That's a rapid fire. My
Sure.
first question to you here is, how can organizations create a culture of continuous learning?
This is kind of like baking a thali. So in the thali, you invite guest chefs, which is like inviting Tala Dalal, Sanjeev Kapoor, which is get your SMEs and leaders on, spice it up with some gamification, have specials each day, make training like a company tradition, which you find in a lot of restaurants, and keep it fresh. We don't want the buffet to get stale or outdated.
Now, share a pro tip for designing engaging e-learning experiences.
As much as possible, be lazy, don't create e-learning, curate learning experiences. That's much better. And when you are designing courses, design those which are very engaging and gamified, scenario based.
What's your favorite learning technology of the moment?
At the moment, it's definitely generative AI. I play around with it quite a bit. I'm learning a lot of it from my 11-year-old daughter. I use it for poems. I use it for creating content, encourage the entire team to use that. We make videos, we make scenarios, all of that through generative AI. I'm very excited about the Microsoft Copilot that I've just got. I'm creating lots of stuff using that on all of my work areas. Yeah.
That was fantastic, Rohit. So now, before we wrap up our final segment, where we would love to hear about your personal journey, how would you describe your role in L&D? And is there a particular event or narrative that has profoundly influenced your journey as an L&D leader?
Great. I don't have a particular story, but I think the role of learning head is a bit like Gandalf in the corporate world. We are the wizard behind the scenes, guiding our employees on epic quests to learn and grow. Our job is to make sure that they are well equipped with the right kind of spells and the enchanted scrolls and what. But we do it without those pointy hats and wands, unfortunately. So my role in L&D is that of a learning science expert, a facilitator for bringing ideas to reality, a cheerleader for my amazing team. So a call out for my amazing team, global learning team at DXC, uh, a marketeer and an influencer, and also PR for the learning team. So that's my role. I get a high whenever I see people learning. So that's just the way that I'm wired. Engaging, when I see people engaging with new ways of thinking and applying their learning. Like I said, I can't think of a single incident, but I've seen learning return on investment in the form of tears, in the form of smiles, and the look of success when people can tackle challenges that we could not tackle earlier. And that's what keeps me and my entire team going. As parting words, I would say L&D is not just about training. It's about creating experiences that transform everyday employees into heroes who can conquer any dragon, which is digital or otherwise. It's about innovation, creativity, a touch of magic to make things exciting, and the right training and the bit of enchantment. And you can achieve remarkable results from that in our ever evolving world of IT and beyond.
Thank you, Rohit, for your incredible insights and for being part of this episode of L&D Superfood. To our viewers, stay tuned for more episodes where we continue to explore the ever evolving world of learning and development. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep supercharged.
Great. Thanks for having me on the show, Apeksha.
Thank you. Thank you, Rohit.